You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Thank you, Sharda, for the flowery introduction. I said I don't know whether I'm worth all this, but anyway, I'll try to live up to what you said.
Recording in progress.
Honorable Principal of DTEA Mandir Marg School, respected teachers, leaders from District 116 and District 41 of Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear students, very good evening to you all. Being a Tamilian myself, I feel so happy to be with the students of Delhi Tamil Education Association School and share some of my thoughts. My dear friend Toastmaster Lakshmi Sharda, who is the chief coordinator for this event, asked me a few days back as to whether I can deliver a motivational speech in the youth leadership program for DTAE Mandir Marg School. I said immediately, it's fine. I know I had done this last year as well. I enjoyed that experience. Why not do it again? So that's why I'm here with you all. I understand this institution is nearly 100 years old with P.H. Sundaresan Iyer as the founder. What a growth for this institution in the last century or so, with 7,000 students and 500 teachers to boast of as of now. And this Mandir Marg, a branch I understand, is especially known for richness of intellect and community life. I'm amazed to see the quantity and the quality of information uploaded in the school's website on the academics, facilities, faculty, achievements, beautiful pictures of various events. Hats off to the school management, the teachers, and dear students for the wonderful journey of this prestigious institution. It's indeed a nice gesture on the part of Toastmasters fraternity in Qatar and India to structure this youth leadership program, which I understand today is the finals. It's for the benefit of grade 9 and grade 11 students of the school. I'm indeed elated to be the keynote speaker today at this program. I'd like to cover today in my speech the importance of having early in your life goals. Goals very early in your life. That's what I would like to touch upon today in my keynote address. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning to a world where no one goes to work, no one goes to school, no one has transportation to deliver food and other essentials. There's no law and order, there's no police to protect you. It's just a wild, untamed world where no one has any purpose. Consider our world in this light for a single day. Doesn't that make you nervous? A life without goals is just as frightening as that scenario, if not more. Because our society is where it is now as a result of our collective goals, the vision and purpose of all of us. These goals make us feel accomplished and fulfilled, secured and provided. I can personally attest to its importance in my own personal and professional life, which I'll talk about it later on in my speech. I simply cannot overstate the fact that setting up your goal always has been and remains one of the first steps you will take in your journey towards finding your true self and towards unparalleled success. If you don't design your own life's plan, chances are that you will fall into someone else's plan, which is never fulfilling. Goals help us focus. You can all have potential in the world, enough potential in the world, but your talents and abilities will be meaningless if you lack concentration. Just like how a sunlight can't burn through anything without a magnifying glass focusing it, you can't achieve anything unless a goal is focusing your effort. Because at the end of the day, goals are what they give you the direction in your life. By setting goals for yourself, you give yourself a target to shoot for. This sense of direction is what helps your mind to focus on a target, allowing you to strike your objective and attain your goals rather than wasting your energy shooting aimlessly. J.C. Penney, very famous fashion merchandise owner, once said, "Give me a stock clerk with a goal. I will give you a man who will make an history. Give me a man with no goals. I'll give you as a stock clerk." I'm not undermining the duty of a stock clerk, but just as a comparison, this is what J.C. Penney said. Goals keep you focused and undistracted, By creating goals, you create mental limits for yourself. It provides you with a clear end goal in your mind, enabling you to instinctively avoid certain distractions and remain focused on the task at hand. No matter what comes, your goal allows you to stay locked in. And by the way, if you don't really already know, setting a goal, locking it in, and then giving it to all your efforts is how you become successful in life. Goals are the source of every motivation and inspiration you have ever felt in your life. Setting goals lays the foundation for your motivation. There are times we experience unexpected, unpleasant situations in life. That's unavoidable. That's why you should always have a plan B. B meaning backup plan. Mike Tyson once said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Some people will tell you that a backup plan is useless and a recipe for failure. If you are making a backup plan, you are actually already planning for a failure. That's the myth. But for me, it's what happens after you get punched in the face that matters most. No matter how meticulously you organize your life, something will always go wrong. That's why you are taught from your young age not to put all your eggs on a single basket. Dwayne Johnson, a famous, I know he was a college football. He was very good in his college, for playing football. In fact, he won national championship for his college with the Miami Hurricanes in 1991. He aspired to play in the National Football League in America, but his career was marred by injuries, and he was finally replaced at his position. Fortunately, Johnson had a backup plan. He chose to follow in his father's footsteps, which happened to be professional wrestling. Johnson went on to become one of the most successful wrestlers in history. Since then, he has been in films, television shows, and just about everything else. That's a man who knew how to pivot and come up with a backup plan pretty quickly. When you set out to attain a goal, you must devise a strategy and stick to it in order to succeed. If things don't seem to be working out, don't give up. Walk away from the don't give up and walk away from the objective. Instead, you ought to think about your next move, your plan B for achieving that goal. It's called if then plan for success. So that's the backup plan. Failure and chaos are inherent parts of life. Bill Gates watched his first company crumble. Walt Disney was told he lacked creativity. Steve Jobs was booted from his own company when he started his career. Milton Hershey started 3 candy companies before Hershey's. But all of them stayed afloat when adversities of life tried to sink them down. Instead of running away from reality, they embraced it and flew with it. They stick to their goals, remained focused, overcame all their hurdles, and as we all know, they went on to create history. Opportunities don't come all the time. You have to create them. But always make the effort, total effort, even when the odds are against you. Always be creative, open minded, and find your peace. Hang in there long enough because patience is a virtue not many people have, and surely with persistence, you will make it right at the top. Before I end my speech, I would like to share with you my own life story as well. Of course, I have shared this with the students last year as well, but my friends keep on telling me in every speech, you got to touch base with your own personal story because it's inspiring. That's what they said. I don't know how inspiring, definitely not as inspiring as those of the famous personalities whom I quoted earlier, but I do believe that I did justice by pursuing my dreams against all odds and succeeded to a reasonable extent. My parents from a lower middle class family in Chennai with their limited means gave me good education and inculcated good values in life, which helped me work hard and pursue my passion. My passion was to become a chartered accountant. I was an average student up to 8th standard. In fact, I used to fail in mathematics exam every midterm test and quarterly exams, half-yearly exam. I used to fail in mathematics. But one of my classmates helped me in mathematics, taught me the logic and how to approach that subject. That helped me turn around. And in fact, I got centum in mathematics in 10th and 12th standard. I became a topper in the school all the way from that 8th standard midterm exam up to the 12th standard exam. In fact, I was in Tamil medium up to 10th standard, studying all the subjects in Tamil, which is my mother tongue, and suddenly switching to English medium in 12th challenge, 12th, 11th grade was a big challenge, but I managed it as I didn't want to lose my tag of being first in the class, which started from the mid of 8th standard. I did well in 12th standard by topping in my commerce team in the school, continued my excellence in academics in Bachelor's of Commerce in the college as well. After graduation, I pursued CA, which was my goal right from my 8th standard. And with the help of my mentor, who is my cousin, I enrolled myself for articleship training, one of the best firms in India at that time called AF Ferguson and Company. As you know, for chartered accountancy, you got to undergo articleship training, which is there even now for 4 years. Those days it was 3 years. I was enjoying my stint there with so much of travel, meeting with top notch professionals every day in multinational companies, and an introvert Gopal slowly became an extrovert. And I was really enjoying that change in me because this was immediately after college, which we had only bookish knowledge. Suddenly, you are thrown into deep sea, and I was enjoying the challenge. In that process, my academics got a beating. I failed in CA intermediate 3 times, especially in mathematics, where I got centum in 10th and 12th. But again, a friend of mine came to my rescue. She counseled me and pepped me up, ensured that I gave one last attempt, which I did with all confidence. I passed CA intermediate, and within a year, I became double professional, finishing both CA and ICAA. Yes, I had the fire in me to pursue my dream, and importantly, I had chosen the right friends who supported me when I badly needed help. Those days for Indian chartered accountants, a career in Gulf region was an attraction. I also got lured into it. I came to Qatar in early 1994 at the age of 25 and joined KPMG, a big four accounting and consulting firm, as the eighth employee in the firm, which is very small practice of KPMG, in fact smallest in the region. In 1999, after 5 years with the firm, I decided that I had enough of Gulf life. I wanted to move back to India or start in an industry somewhere. But my partner at that time, an Iraqi national, who was a mentor for me as well, provided me a roadmap. And he told me, Gopal, you could be a partner in the firm if I continued with the same enthusiasm and energy. A partner in a big four firm was a great destination to reach for any finance professionals. And the positive words from a mentor enticed me to run hard with a single minded focus till I reached my destination in early 2008 when I was made the partner of KPMG Qatar. Now, after nearly 28 years with this firm, right from 1994, I feel so happy that I had been instrumental to the growth of the firm, and we now have 380 professionals, including 10 partners. During this journey, I would have recruited and trained at least 300 professionals who are either with me in KPMG now or with our clients or other multinationals within the region or outside the region. Yes, I feel so happy that I pursued my passion, and I could proudly say that I've made a positive difference in the lives of so many young people. Friends, life is worth living when you know who you are. So, first find out who you are, have goals, and pursue the goals as a dream, and the dreams will come true as long as you believe in yourself. Thank you very much for patiently listening to me. Have a very good evening. Thank you, Sharda, for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So, my dear youngsters, what do you say? Are you motivated? Are you inspired? So let's show our gratitude to our third speaker who inspired us to have career goals and also try to chase them. Okay, so let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Gopal Balasubramaniam. Thank you, Mr. Gopal, for taking your time and sharing your words of wisdom.
My pleasure.
Achievers here today for our grand finale. Thanks a lot. Now, I would like to